Hello guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Whale Wash LLC YouTube channel. Here in my garage, as you can see right here, we got our pressure washer and we got some other equipment. Today I haven't used this thing in well over probably 6 months, so we're gonna hope it starts. It probably won't. It tends to be like that. You want to start it, something's gonna go wrong. So today is probably not gonna go as smoothly as I'd hope, but you know, that's what we're accounting for, so it's no problem whatsoever. But right now I gotta actually pick somebody up. I'm in the process of getting him on the team. We're gonna train him and welcome him in to the Whale Wash community, bro. Let's go pick up our friend. All right, we have transitioned to the car. About to get right on our way to pick up my friend here. Currently just listening to some Korean music. It's good stuff, man. So we are back, and as you can tell, someone else has joined us. This is Makai.
Hello guys.
A great person, great friend, and what is going to be a great business partner. Yeah, there's not much too else to say besides that.
Tell them what we're doing.
I mean, right now we're driving back to the business of operations, the station of operations, rather, for the business. So you guys are aware of that. So I'll see you when we're back and we're ready to get the ball rolling. No job too big, guys. So here's the equipment. Your reaction. What do you think about this?
Oh
right here?
my gosh.
Holy
what the heck
cow.
happened while I was gone?
So what do you think?
I think it's beautiful. So we got the power washer right here.
Pressure washer.
Pressure
There's
washer.
a difference.
Oh, there is.
Let that be known.
Explain it.
So the difference between pressure washing and power washing, folks. Pressure washing does not use hot water. So it's just, and it really uses pressure to do the cleaning. Power washing, you got water going through like a boiler system on the machine that heats up the water, and the heat makes it more effective at cleaning. And it's particularly used for oil stains because oil is very stubborn and heat's almost kind of like needed to be really effective on it. Otherwise, you're gonna be here all day doing multiple run-throughs with just a pressure washer. But that's why, as of right now, I mostly avoid oil cleaning, and a lot of people don't really have like problems with oil. It's really usually businesses. So once the business is bigger and we're working with those types of people, we'll probably have a power washer. But for right now, this is what we got. So continue.
Is this part of it?
Yes, bro. This is, you can lift it up because there's a lot of stuff.
So this is what we use to spray the axes when I worked at axe throwing.
So our cleaning solution is in there.
Okay.
And that's the applicator.
The applicator.
And we got, that's a surface cleaner.
Surface cleaner.
It's like circularly cleans. You'll see when we use it, but so it's good for a lot of surface area, like pavement, concrete. That's what you're gonna want to be using.
It's like an outdoor Roomba.
So as you guys may be able to tell, the frame is now set. You guys are on the tripod right there. You can't see it, but you are, believe me. We're in the process now of getting the equipment set up. So we're about to set up the hoses and such and get it ready to go. Then we're about to start doing some work on this concrete right here. And we'll show our buddy Makai what's going on with the whole situation, the whole process. So we take this hose right here and connect it to the house. So I was about to unscrew the hose here, but I figured the hose is probably full of water, so it's probably gonna spray me. Yes, brother, because otherwise you're gonna get soaking wet trying to put your hose on, and that's usually not what you want. So make sure their hose can like drain adequately. And even if you turn the water off, the hose is full of water, so it's gonna start spraying and not good. Especially when the sun's gone. Not usually what I like. But tighty, I think that's gonna turn off the water. Because like if it's tight, the water's not gonna flow through. Get our hose. Screw it in. And the other thing too, trying to use like other customers' hoses and screwing it into your pressure washer, their like fittings and connections might be all corroded and stuff, and it might just end up messing up your pressure washer. That's what it did to us until we bought a new hose. and it was like terrible. We weren't really sure why. We thought it was an issue with the pressure washer. Nope. So just avoid that. Use your own hose to hook up to their house. I also got to make sure this one's closed, because if I turn the water on and this isn't closed, it's gonna start spraying all over like crazy. It's like, bruh. So this is the growing hose. It's magic. You put water in it, all of a sudden it grows like 100 feet. It's awesome. Not very expensive, so it may break, especially with prolonged use, but it's not very expensive, so you can buy a replacement without being too badly hurt. Here goes the pressure washer. Oh yeah, this here's my snapper. Old Faithful.
Old Faithful,
She might not start, but she's still faithful. So the hose goes into this bottom one, and this is like a little filter thing, so if there's any, you don't want anything in here, like particles and leaf stuff that might be in the water. So the filter's good. And you just hold it there, and then screw the little thumb screw thing. And now step back, clear eye. If I turn on the water, check it, but get the frame on.
Oh, get the front. Okay. That's right. You're good.
Yeah, you're standing in the splash zone, brother. If I turn it on, you see the water shoots through here now. And when the pressure washer is actually on, the water that comes through here is going to be pressurized. But for now, it's just like a hose. The hose that goes into the other end is right here, a high pressure hose. This one is pretty long. What you want to do is make sure it has high enough PSI rating if you are going to buy an aftermarket hose that's like longer. Because the hose that comes with any pressure washer you're going to buy is probably going to be way too short, and it's going to make your life a lot harder. But one end goes into the pressure washer, other end goes into the gun. And this is like a quick connect, so you don't screw anything. There's ball bearings. You just pull it back and it like lets these kind of open up. You see that? And then if I move it, it'll like, now the ball bearings are in the way. So then it uses that to catch on this ridge. So you just open up, close it, and now it's secure. Fitted for like 4,000 pounds per square inch of pressure, baby. That's what we do. Anyway, but now we just got a really fancy and expensive hose that takes a while to. Oh, you're in the splash zone, bro. You're in the splash zone. Yeah, this there's a loading sequence on this hose here, even though it's very expensive. But this is the gun, and this is the rod. This connects to your gun. It's like an extension rod, just for like different angles. If you see like the end of it, it kind of like curves like at the very end, and there's all sorts of attachments. Check this out. This is what happens when you become a professional pressure washer.
Can you balance it with one hand?
Yeah, bro. See that?
Little cadet spin.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa.
This is what multiple years of experience in the pressure washing business will do to a man. Let's continue. So now the gun is locked in because these quick connects come out. They basically, it's like you could buy them separately to make your life easier. This screws into here, and instead of it being a screw on every single time you need to use it, it's just pull it and snap it in. But, so we don't need this for down here because it's incompatible. If you see that, it's like, there's no way you can do it to really make it work. So you're just like, okay, I guess it doesn't work. Let's do it like this. And sometimes you get confused, like you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna work. You get it from the store, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work at all for some reason. You're like, what the heck? That happens, and it happened to me. But if we turn the juice on, the system's even more locked, and the hose now is like weaponized. Here's a little example of all the different rods and connections and different types of angles they're gonna give to you depending on what pressure washer or what you buy. And they all, just like this other one, screw in right here and are used for different types of scenarios. But a lot of these you'll probably never find yourself using. You'll probably have one like that you just use for everything because there's no need to use it. So this is a multi-attachment, and you can already kind of tell it's like a shout, like it changes the angle that the water comes out at. These red ones on this one in particular are high pressure. So if you look at the beam, you already see it's a lot more narrow, so and that forces the pressure to be higher. And once this is running and you got a lot of like power actually flowing through, then it gets like powerful and dangerous and whatnot, you know, and everything, and able to do the job instead of just being an extra hose. Get a free power wash? Dude, it looks like it's your lucky day. Look at that.
What'd you do?
Oh, you're just getting started. So I'll set you guys up right there, and I'm gonna just spray. I just got done explaining a few things to my partner over here. We're about to start surface cleaning just this strip right here, doing a few tests to demonstrate some do's and don'ts for both you guys and my friend here. So let's just get ourselves a good angle. How you want to do it, you want to be very steady, like same thing, like how I was showing you the gun, but you can kind of just... These are more commonly used when you have higher deepness, like a lot of area you need to be in, like a driveway. These are always going to use for a driveway. Same thing with this. You lift it up when you start it. So you see that dirt line? Like you can kind of catch it right here. Fingertips are right here. This is more blue and forward. So I'm gonna get low so I'm in frame because I'm gonna talk to you guys for a second. I just showed my partner more or less what's going on. We just sprayed some chemical down, rather solution, especially as the customers prefer to hear it referenced to as. We laid our solution down and it sat for a little bit, and now we're ready to go ahead and just clean it up. We did one square without solution and one square we're gonna do with solution to help show you guys and my partner the difference, and to emphasize the points I was making earlier about pressure versus the solution and just using that for the clean. So you want to go ahead and start it? Yep. Well, I hate to have an abrupt ending, but it turns out my battery's 2%. I'm not sure if you caught this, but we cleaned this square.